Hey folks, Gary here. Happy Thursday to you. And yeah, we're back from conference and kind of like to look at Psalm 63 this morning. So actually going to look at the whole Psalm. Let me just read it and then kind of we'll talk about it afterwards. It says this: You are my God, and I worship you in my heart. I long for you as I would long for streams in a scorching desert. I have seen your power and your glory in the place of worship. Your love means more than life to me, and I praise you. As long as I live, I will praise you. I will sing joyful praises and be filled with excitement like a guest at a banquet. I think about you before I go to sleep, and my thoughts turn to you during the night. You have helped me, and I sing happy songs in the shadow of your wings, and I stay close to you, and your powerful arm supports me. All who want to kill me will end up in the ground. Swords will run through them, and wild dogs will eat them. Ugh. But, David's talking about what's going to happen to his enemies. And he continues on. Because of you, our God, the king will celebrate with your faithful followers, but liars will be silent. So we read through Psalm 63 and we say, okay, yeah, so David's talking about his enemies and how they're threatening him, but he clings to God. But there's something in here that maybe we might miss, and it's this. David's not clinging to God because he's afraid, right? It's we kind of get that thought in our minds like, okay, I cling to God, I go to God. When things are really, really hard and I'm really, really stressed, I'm really, really scared, I go to God and God protects me and I feel a whole lot better. And that's true, that does happen. But that's not what's really taking place in this psalm. David is holding on to God and clinging to God, not because he's afraid, but because he's so in love with God. Because God's been so good to him and God's so amazing, he's clinging to God like a child would cling to a parent, not because he's fearful, but because he's so in love. And because he's so in love and because he knows who God is, fear doesn't even enter into the picture. Yes, there's enemies all around and, oh my goodness, it could be bad, but I don't even recognize it and I don't even notice them because I'm so wrapped up in the love of God that all that stuff that wants to threaten, it's of no consequence because God is so good and I trust him so much. I'm in the shadow of his wings and I'm not even aware of the storm around me. Although he is aware of the storm because he says his enemy's there, but he trusts that God will take care of it. I think that's a great way to posture our lives. The way to stand in our lives is to say, yes, there's trouble out there, but I'm going to trust God instead. And I'm going to focus on him and not the trouble. I won't let that scare me because I know who it is I walk with.